All right.
Okay.
We're in this.
We're back. This is episode 601.
601, the big 01.
The big 01 after 6. As you can tell, we're starting out stone cold sober this episode because it's dry January.
It's dry January?
We don't drink on Januaries. I don't know who decided that, but we don't drink on Januaries anymore.
We don't do that. Like how we wear pink on Wednesdays.
Like how we try to be close to the microphone when we're recording.
Oh yeah. You were just leaning back the whole time. I guess like now the beginning is
I guess this is the beginning. Terry, you can cut all that out previous.
All right, restart.
Restart.
Should we just...
The real beginning. 601.
Okay.
Happy 601 viewer. We are sober, stone cold, sobriety. Because drinking is bad.
Drinking is bad.
We don't condone drinking, but we will drink later on today on the program. But
it's within the program. It's kind of like our contract with the alcohol company, the big alcohol, to just tell us.
They want us to get drunk.
Yeah, they want us to push it on to the youth, but we have to hide it and say that it's for the older people. But obviously, no one's watching the youth on the internet.
The youth. The older people aren't watching the youth anymore.
Parents aren't watching their kids when they're on the internet.
So what are the kids doing when the parents are on the internet?
Do you remember what you were doing when you were on the internet without unsupervised?
I was never on the internet.
Oh my
I grew
god!
up in a strictly Amish community. I just walked around with bales of hay and just
so sorry.
looked at the sun all day.
That must have been nice because it really shows like community.
Yeah, community, lack of technology, just. Lack of eyesight, really, because I was staring at the sun so much all day.
All day? You couldn't just do your tasks for that day?
No, I'd be done with my tasks, and then I'd just look up at the sun, and my mom would just snap at me and be like, "Why are you looking at the sun again?" I'm like, "It's so bright. It's in the sky." And oh my god, I
like, what is it?
What is that? And she's like, "I don't even. It's the sun. What do you mean? What is that? It's the sun, idiot." And then I go back to creating my crops. I like to grow crops.
What kind of crops did you grow in this Amish community?
I want to say marshmallow. There's a marshmallow community.
Yeah. Okay. The marshmallow crop is actually pretty vital down in
it's actually an all-year
Florida.
crop. You wouldn't expect that in
really?
Florida.
In Florida?
All year. Well, the temperature down there is warm all year. So.
Oh, that makes sense. It's perfect for the marshmallows to just like start sprouting right out of the ground.
Perfect marshmallow weather.
It's so hard to not laugh.
And it's hard to pick marshmallows actually.
Really?
Yeah, because they're so sticky in the warm sun.
Oh, I see.
So,
but like they wouldn't grow if you were in any colder environment.
They wouldn't. That's the tricky thing about it. They only grow in damp, warm,
that makes so much
Miami,
sense.
Florida weather.
I remember in my history class, my teacher was saying that we move all our marshmallow crops from the original 13 colonies down to the south, way further south, because the climate was just better.
The climate was better.
The climate was better.
Yeah. What else did they teach you in history class?
That jelly beans don't grow on trees.
They don't grow on trees.
They don't.
They're mass produced.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
and that's just disgusting.
Syndicate of drug dealers.
The jelly bean cartel.
The jelly bean cartel. We don't. Yeah.
I think
we shouldn't talk too much about that because they'll come after us. We don't want to be involved with them.
I don't want to mess with Pablo.
With Pablo Jellybean. I know. He's so prolific in his production of jelly beans. I mean, he's just a master of mass producing the jelly bean crop.
It is
so much so that he
crazy.
became one of the richest people on the planet. Owned hippos, broad hippos. Down to his jelly bean farm, and now
no male hippos.
Now there's
just broads.
Just broads, and they've been reproducing like crazy, even though they're just broads.
Yeah, it really fucked up the ecosystem.
It did.
Like, this is what happened with the sugar conglomerate.
Sugar.
It's just...
Yeah, big sugar.
Wait, we just said we weren't going to talk about it, and then we're just talking about it. I think we should, like...
I think it's okay. I think Pablo doesn't listen to this.
Okay, yeah. Pablo doesn't strike me as the kind of...
And if we stop airing these on a consistent basis, I think you know why. We're saying it now that, yeah, it was Pablo.
If we never get to episode 7, it was...
607, you mean?
Yeah, 607.
Yeah. You can't drip up like that. This is a professional podcast.
I'm so sorry. Terry, if you could just cut that out, please.
Terry, please help us out here with your editing magic.
If we don't upload episode 607, expect foul play.
Expect Pablo to show up on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to have Pablo on as a guest. He's just going to force his way onto the studio.
Eventually. But maybe not this episode.
No, not this episode. But you can look forward, viewer.
And speaking of looking forward, as we do per every episode, we're doing our lovely taste tests.
Taste tests.
Today I have a bunch of very interesting brews to...
Ooh, I'm excited. Viewer, I don't know anything about this. I am just as in the dark as you are because we're not recording this one on video, as you know. But we will soon because I know you're all clamoring for it. All six of you are clamoring.
You guys have been asking since episode 459 that we should do it on video. And we weren't ready to move to a different medium. We thought audio was fine. And we don't want the video to just change the entire layout of the podcast or the maybe just our conversations. We'll just keep looking at the camera, making you feel uncomfortable, making Terry editing feel uncomfortable. It would just be a mess. But we're working our way there.
Yeah. So
you ready for beer number 1?
I am ready for beer number. Now, viewer, I'm going to close my eyes very dramatically. I'm going to put my hands over my eyes like I did when the sun was getting to be too much on the marshmallow farm.
Taking it out.
He's taking it out, and the beer, viewer, the beer.
Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna put it. Actually, I'll put it right here, just so you can take a look at it.
Okay, so I can take my hand.
Yeah, you're good. And I'm gonna read to the viewer what it is.
What's this?
So this is Lizard King Mosaic Hopped Pale Ale from Chicago, Illinois. It's by Pipeworks Brewing Co.
I see that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I love this can. Now, viewer, you can't see this.
If
only
there was a video.
If only there was video footage of this can. It's of a giant mecha Godzilla tearing apart the streets of Tokyo. Now.
And that's not even a bit.
And that's not even a bit. That's literally what's happening. Yeah, it's on the can, and the Godzilla's holding a sword, and he has a little thought bubble that says, "I love to drink, and you should too." And
wait, does he really?
Yeah, he does. Right there. It's behind the big price tag. This is a $2 beer, viewer.
Yes, absolutely.
The novelty price can.
Yeah, I didn't see it before.
You got to be observant. You got to notice these things.
So we're gonna just crack into this and share it and give our thoughts. Okay.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1.
That did not sound like regular beer.
That sounded like Godzilla beer.
That sounded like a laser shot. That sounded so sci-fi.
It sounded like Mecha Godzilla came to join the party. He came with his lasers from outer space.
I'm gonna try not to make a mess. It already has such a smell that does not smell like any beer I've had.
I'm excited to smell this.
Okay, so we're gonna do smell, taste testing, and just overall rating once we get through all 4 cans today.
All the 5 senses, viewer. We're gonna smell. We're gonna hear it. We're gonna
just dip our fingers in it, perhaps our toes.
We're gonna sniff it. We're gonna touch it. We're gonna touch the beer. Just to give you that full experience.
And then we're gonna call the hotline for Pipe Brewery, and then we're gonna
leave our own little comment.
Yeah, tell them personally how we feel about the beer, and maybe they can sponsor us.
And we're gonna be ranking this, viewer. So, this is Lizard Godzilla King beer number 1.
It's Lizard King Mosaic. Wait, I don't know if it's just called Lizard King or Lizard King Mosaic Hopped Pale Ale.
Or you could just go with what I said, but
okay.
But we're gonna grab these chilled glasses and just take a look.
It smells fruity. It's, in my opinion. What does it smell for you?
It actually doesn't smell like a beer, which is surprising me a lot. It smells like a pale ale.
Is there a difference?
I think it's just there's actually a flavor to this. And I could tell just by smelling it that there's just so much flavor in this beer. I'm actually not going to even taste this beer because the scent is so flavorful.
Yeah, the scent already is so fulfilling. I think I'm starting to feel a little tipsy all of a sudden. It's really, really strong.
Yeah.
Might I say, actually, I don't know why I just wanted to include this.
Yeah. Please include it.
I don't know. I'm weird with numbers. I just like saying them.
Yeah.
This is 6% alcohol.
6%. Wait, let me write that down. I'm very I'm into note taking, viewer. I love to take notes that I can never read. And that will come to haunt me.
It is quite the worst. All right.
Now I'm gonna touch the beer, viewer. I'm not gonna touch the beer, but I'm gonna take a little sip.
Yeah, I'm going in for the taste.
It's actually quite good. I'm gonna be honest.
Just like a sour. I don't know. We're gonna need another taste.
I don't know. Yeah, it does taste. I wouldn't say fruity. I would just say not. It doesn't taste like a beer, really. Until the end of it, I think.
It's like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like the end fizziness is kind of beer-like, but the first initial taste is not a beer. It's rather pleasant.
It is rather pleasant. I could see myself drinking this on a casual day, viewer, just out by the sun, taking in. Oh god, it's giving me some crazy burp attacks. I just don't want to burp on pod. I don't want to do that to everyone's ears. That might end up like causing a car crash somewhere. Car crash? Where exactly is this car crash happening?
Well, there's this viewer that tweeted us the other day. I think they said they listened to the pod every morning on their way to work from.
That's unfortunate. Yeah.
From LA.
From LA.
Yeah.
The big city out there in California.
And you know how many cars are out there.
Yeah.
And LA.
Lots of cars. So much traffic in LA. Oh my god, I can't stop talking about the traffic.
The whole country, like nationwide, knows about LA traffic.
Traffic.
What's funny, they don't know about New York traffic.
It exists. There's traffic, but most people aren't a part of that traffic because owning cars is a thing of the past. And this is going to lead me to my next viewer, spaceships. You can purchase them at your local candy store, and
they're about $0.25. They just sit right outside the candy store. You can just hop in one, put in $0.25, and blast off to a fun afternoon.
Yeah.
The best.
I'm looking at the copy here, and it says you have to take hallucinogens to feel like you're really out there.
No, yes.
In another realm.
That's really far out.
Really far out. That's what they tell you when you're at the candy store. Man, that's really far out. What he's doing out there. Oh, I'm gonna recreate it for you, viewer, because I've been on this trip many times. So you get on the machine, splat. And that's me sitting on the.
That's a lot of surface area you just took up.
Splat on this little kitty spaceship, and then I'm already in it. I'm already feeling myself, and
you're starting to feel the peak. I'm setting right in.
Yeah, and then I'm putting in the quarter, cha-ching, and then it's starting to make noises, and it's starting to blast off and just. And I feel it. I'm going off. It's like I'm in Star Wars, viewer. It's like
you're Star Wars.
I'm in Star Wars.
You are Star Wars.
I am Star Wars.
You're
depending on how intoxicated I am Star Wars. I am George Lucas. I did destroy the franchise and then sold it to make money.
Hey, hold on. I got some opinions there.
Ooh, we have opinions. I
didn't think he destroyed the franchise.
He didn't destroy the franchise.
I think Disney almost destroyed the franchise.
Disney almost destroyed it, yeah. But then it's all good because we have Andor now, and Andor's so good.
We had to get back. You had to get through the bad to know what the good is, and that's Andor. That's Bad Batch. That's basically everything else, in my opinion.
Well,
Mandalorian.
I don't know about Bad Batch. I haven't watched that show, Bad Batch, that you're talking about.
A lot of people don't watch Bad Batch. They think it's...
But they still make it.
They think it's like, Clone Wars. And if you didn't see Clone Wars, then you're just probably never going to see it. Because you think it's probably kiddie garbage. When really, it just delves into the true facts of war.
And that's a great way to make a program, is to exclude a wide appeal audience. And just for the hardcore fans.
Hardcore fans need to go somewhere. And it's not...
It's Bad Batch.
It's not going to be Book of Boba.
Don't get me started on Book of Boba. We'll get into that on our next
I feel like we did this already. Didn't we already talk about Book of Boba? Or...
In person, yes. But not on the pod.
Not on the pod.
Viewers, we have very... It all blends together. It's all content. It's all gravy. You're getting paid either way. So it's up to you, viewer, whether you tune in or not. We hope you tune in because... The ratings have really been failing us, and they're gonna cancel us like they canceled every show on HBO Max. But
we're basically right under the Warner Brothers contract. They're looking to clear up their tax season this year by canceling everything that we have available. And I just realized my earring disappeared.
I thought you were just wearing one. Can I be honest with you, viewer? I'm gonna be honest. I thought my co-host was just wearing one.
So
earring.
Viewer, listener. I came into the room today with I left my house today with 2 mushroom earrings, and I arrived over here at my co-host's house with 1, and
it's not here.
It's not on the floor anywhere. So you say you saw me walk in with just 1 earring.
I saw you sit down with just 1 earring. I don't remember if you walked in with 1. But I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was just you were just gonna wear 1.
I mean, I respect you not saying anything. Like, why aren't wearing?
I feel like I should have said something though, because it is very like uneven.
Yeah, I try to wear matching earrings. That is very not me to wear just 1. This is quite devastating.
It's disconcerting.
And I'm just trying not to let it show, but
my co-host is flustered, so he's panting.
My cheeks are flushed with full red blush. Talk about bars. That rhymed.
Wow.
It's a natural talent of mine.
How do you do it? I don't know how my co-host does it. He just makes words and he puts them together and they all rhyme.
I spent my free time when I was about 11 to 13 just on Rhyme Zone.
Right.
It's this lovely site where you could just look up rhymes.
Is that a real website?
Yes, it is a real website.
What are you doing? That you just rhyme? Really?
You just look up like, all right, what rhymes with this? You just type in the word and it shows you syllables, not syllables, nouns and adjectives and all those lovely literature stuff. Viewers, you can know that I'm just not that knowledgeable with the literature.
Viewer, I'm gonna let my co-host keep talking.
I'm getting some type of mental dyslexia from just like trying to keep up this conversation.
I think it's the Godzilla juice that's getting to us.
It's this hopped pale ale. This Godzilla juice.
Hot pale ale. Ugh.
Hopped, not hot.
Oh, I thought you said hot. I was gonna say it's anything but hot.
I think it's cool that it's from Chicago.
From Chicago.
Chicago?
I've been practicing my Chicago accent.
Oh, you've been doing your online classes with Skillshare?
Oh God, don't get me started on Skillshare. But don't get me started on anything, viewer. It's that kind of day.
Oh no.
It's that kind of pod episode.
Yeah, we're just not going to get started actually. This is the end of the pod. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening. This is a short one, but we love to give you content every week, even if it's however long this is.
I'm actually getting a call from Terry. They're saying that they're going to break his legs if we don't go past an hour.
Oh, no, we don't want that. We love Terry.
I respect Terry's legs.
I respect it.
So we're just going to... We're going to continue.
I respect Terry's life.
No, have you seen his legs?
They're great legs.
Just the gams on that fella.
Gams. Wow.
Yeah.
It's like my viewers being invaded by... My viewer? My co-host is being invaded by an old-timey man.
That was my my past life, actually.
You were someone who said gams and like to play pickleball, which is just tearing up the nation right now.
It's tearing. Actually, it's sweeping the nation.
It's sweeping, tearing. It's doing a lot to the nation.
It's a Category 5 storm.
Oh God!
It's just we have it in our life now. If you don't pickleball, you're not at all.
You're not a white person who lives in the coast and doesn't want to play tennis anymore because pickleball is just so great.
No, yeah, we're moving on. It was from tennis, we went to handball, but then we went back to tennis.
Oh, handball.
What
was that sport that quickly existed in the 70s that everyone was defrauded by?
Oh, I don't know. Defrauded by?
Yeah, like they were supposed to make it this big thing, but it never happened.
What was this? Was it like a ball sport?
It was like you hit a ball against the wall or something. I really, really want to remember what this is called because I don't. It was in the movie Black Mass. Have you seen the movie Black Mass?
No.
It's a big subplot in Black Mass where Johnny Depp's character...
Spoiler alert. For anyone that wants to watch Black Mass.
It's, who hasn't seen the classic, legendary 2016, I think, movie Black Mass, starring the non-controversial Johnny Depp. He plays a Chicagoan, Whitey Bulger, infamous crime boss.
Yes.
And he gets lured into this scheme to buy into this sport that
is this based off a true story?
It's based on, he's a real person, yeah. Oh. He's a real crime boss. And it was big in Florida because everything's big in Florida.
I thought that was Texas.
No, we don't have to talk about Texas.
Yeah.
But this sport, I can't for the life of me remember, but in the movie they made it seem like it didn't make any sense, and when you look it up in real life, it still doesn't make any sense. But somehow people were watching it.
Is there a way that we can just like take like 5 minutes?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Our viewer is knowledgeable enough to go look that up. Viewer,
all right. If you could look up obscure ball sport from the late 70s that was frauded.
That caused a lot of... that never took off. That never took off.
That never took off. Or maybe...
I know what it is.
What?
I know what it is.
Okay, wait, you figured it out. Okay, all right.
Viewer, I unlocked the mental Pandora's box in my head, and it's a highlight. It was called highlight. And it's a ball sport, I swear to you, viewer, I'm not making this up.
Wow.
Where you took a ball and you did something to it, and there were rules to this game that didn't make any sense.
Okay.
And I don't know how you won this game, how you made points in this game, but you had to hit it against the wall, and then your opponent had to hit it back or something, and it just sounds like regular tennis or like wall tennis or something.
It sounds like handball.
It sounds like handball. It sounds, but it's, I forget if they made special... It was like a hockey stick type thing where you had to hit it against the wall.
They just grabbed whatever they could find.
I don't know who created this highlight sport, but they tried to sell people on it, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't know how we got to this tangent of highlight. And the incredible movie Black Mass starring Benedict Cumberbatch giving an incredible tour de force Chicago accent performance. Now, you went to Juilliard, as we know from last episode, and you took a special improvisational speaking course.
Yes.
Where you go into different accents.
I'm actually very, very proud of it. If you want me to do a Chicago accent, I can. I felt like that was coming up, so here we go.
Yeah, I'm just
straight from the books in Juilliard.
Yeah. This whole time.
Can I get a deep? Sorry.
It's okay.
Terry, can we just strike that?
It's okay. It's okay.
Can I get a deep dish pizza? And there we have it. That's Illinois.
Wow, I felt like I was there buying that deep dish.
I really felt like I was there. Like I had the deep dish. I didn't know that the cheese is under the tomato.
Ugh.
I agree. Speaking of pizza, how'd you feel about our New York pizza versus Florida pizza?
I'm going to be honest, viewer. I didn't see the difference.
Oh my god.
I think it's just pizza. I am not exactly what you would call a pizza expert. But if it were up to me, is there a Miami-based like traditional style pizza?
I honestly don't think so. I feel like it's covered by the big chains.
Yeah, so I just know it by the big chains, and the big chains are also here in New York. Can you believe? And I constantly eat those big chains, even though
you gotta try some local pizza, dude.
I have. Well, I did try. I'm not gonna besmirch
by a slice
this local pizza chain, but I tried a couple of pizza options, and I just like the Hawaiian Pizza. Now, this is a very controversial.
It's actually very controversial
because my co-host dislikes Hawaiian pizza.
I am a big hater of Hawaiian pizza. I always have been. I have been. There's a story. Here's a good one.
Oh,
during the pandemic. 2020.
Best of our lives. Pandemic.
Yes, I managed to move out, find an apartment that apparently was illegal.
Got it.
That's another story for another day. But within that time, I was believed to have caught COVID, and isolated myself in this closet space area that we had in our small apartment. Me and my roommate, right? And I was in there. I asked she asked if you're hungry, and I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. And it's like, I'm gonna order pizza. I'm gonna get my pie, you get your pie. And I'm like, all right, I just want pepperoni and all that good stuff, right? I got Hawaiian.
Ooh.
And
why?
Yeah, I don't know how they messed it up. I think it was Papa John's, but I ended up having to eat that pizza because I was so hungry and so isolated in this room.
Sounds like a tough situation.
It's quite a dark memory. I have pictures. I think honestly they're really funny, just out of context.
Just out of context, because like I'm in this room, right? That just you're in a hole.
Like it's just this concrete room. I'm covered in a blanket. My hair is greasy, and I'm eating an egg out of this pot, this pot that we have on the ground.
What the hell is this?
It's because I just couldn't leave the room because of COVID.
And once you found this apartment, you were like, "This is the place for me." Once you saw a brick.
Look, we were just looking for a place to stay in general that was affordable. So we just took the first option possible, which never do, guys. Please do your research.
And the landlord was just like, He was just, he went like this. Viewer, that's me sliding my hands together and just being like, ha.
Oh, I thought they were just a really big fly in the room.
No.
All of a sudden.
No, they were like, ha, 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 yes. You can rent the apartment.
What's crazy, actually, the landlord did not know we were staying there. So
What?
Yeah, it was...
Oh my god!
Should I get into it?
Get into it.
Okay, so
the more layers you peel, it's like an onion.
All right, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
I walked into a laundromat.
No. Let's start from the beginning. It was 1999.
It was 1999, July 29. I was born. It all started with my mother. Just kidding though. I walked into a laundromat in 2020.
Okay.
See on this cork board that there's a room for rent.
Got it.
In Spanish. So it's like
in Espanol.
Room for rento, I believe.
Room for rento. Wow, this is incredible Spanish.
The incredible Spanish.
And this seems like a very trustworthy sign. I mean,
Yeah.
if I saw that, I'd be like...
There was a phone number, called it, right? They didn't like me, so I called them on my roommate's phone. They didn't speak English, so I had to speak. Therefore, they were talking to me, not knowing it was me. So I talked to them like, yeah, I'm really interested in the apartment. I want to take a look. They sent me pictures. We showed up to the place and we're like, we'll buy it today.
Wow.
We took out our money. We were really just fleeing from our current apartment.
Got it.
I was sharing space with my roommate, their mom, and their sister, which
Wow.
before their sister wasn't there. So we all had our own rooms. So we had to share one because obviously the sister has priority.
Yeah.
And we just decided, no, we're not doing that. We're leaving. We left immediately, like within the week, same week that she was there.
Got it.
That's just evil, but like,
That's just evil.
like, just screw her. Anyway, we got to this apartment. We're in this space. It's $900 a month. It is basically
$100 a month.
900.
Oh.
900. I that wasn't German. I meant 9 as the
Nine.
number.
It was
not
900.
100.
It was free. You just stay. You stay here.
I just broke through the window. I just never told them I was there.
God.
But basically, it was $900 a month. We were there for about 3 months, from November till January 2021.
Oof.
Right? And I think within December, that's when I got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this spare room. We had a walk-in closet, but there was a spare room, and that was like the entire house's Wi-Fi. By the way, we're in the basement. I should specify. It's a stairway walk down to the basement, and next to us was this couple that were selling it to us. Didn't know that it was illegal. I don't think they knew it was illegal. I think they just wanted a good buck, right? They also I feel like they hated us because they didn't like the smell of incense.
Oh.
They didn't like having people over.
You like to burn incense?
Yeah. They didn't like having people over at our place, even though that's why we wanted to move out, and it was just despicable.
Yeah.
We were miserable. We had no Wi-Fi.
Got it.
It was great. It was really growing moment of my life.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can tell that by
So
all the details from this.
why I'm in the closet, right? My mom caught COVID at the time.
Got it.
And she was good after the 2 weeks, but apparently at the time when you had COVID in 2020 and you're clear of all symptoms, but your test still comes up positive, that just means that there's still the virus is still in you, but it's not contagious. At the time, none of us knew that.
Yeah.
So we still thought that she had COVID.
Yeah.
And everything. So I had this long argument with my roommates, why would you even bring that home? And I was like, man, do I gotta sleep in my car? Because I don't want to sleep in my car. Not in that town.
No.
We'll not disclose this town, but if you're in Westchester, think of the one town you probably wouldn't want to go to.
That's right. All our viewers from Westchester. This is a big shout out.
Big shout out to the upper north of New York base. Okay.
What a shout out.
It's not really upper north. It's just west. Big shout out to Westchester. Anyway, yeah. So I'm in this closet now because we made a compromise. They went to the bathroom. I went straight into our room, walked to the closet. This closet is where the Wi-Fi house is. It's also concrete and just concrete straight. Nothing's furnished about this closet. So they gave me a blanket, pillow, and I just asked for food. She tried to boil me an egg, but she didn't put the egg in the right place. She put the egg in our water boiler.
Yeah.
And it somehow...
percolator?
I think, yeah, a percolator.
Yeah.
I've never heard that word before. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been studying the dictionary viewer. I like to read the dictionary in my spare time.
Oh, how lovely! You're so well educated. You make me look like also well educated.
Also, equally
Just as equally well educated. But, yeah, the egg got stuck to the heater of that boiler, and it was just bad. And I was like, I couldn't believe you. How could you mess up boiling an egg?
So she gave you a big cup of egg water.
Yeah, basically. So we ordered pizza instead. This is why we're talking about the store. I forgot. This is all about Hawaiian pizza. It was my first time. It was my first time ever having Hawaiian pizza.
Did you forget?
Yeah, I completely forgot. I just went on a tangent.
Viewer, if you could just skip from when we start saying Hawaiian pizza till now, and you'll get the whole gist of it. Okay.
Yeah, I think now the viewers are caught up. I have to just give all this exposition.
No. I love the minute details. I love it, and I think Terry loves it too.
Like my shoes are green.
And
the drapes are blue.
What was the weather like? High 50s, low 50s?
Well, definitely lower 50s. It was December.
Yeah. I've heard of that, December.
yeah, I believe so. It's brand new to the
brand new
Georgian calendar. Or Gregorian? I can't read it. Anyway.
It's Gregorian.
Gregorian!
Yeah.
I said Gregorian.
You said Georgian.
Look, I'm looking at the words mentally, so I was reading it mentally, and I just have dyslexia. Anyway, first time ever having Hawaiian pizza. I didn't hate it.
Okay, you didn't hate it.
But I don't like it. And that's why I'm against Hawaiian pizza. There we go. Speaking of, I also have this lovely tattoo that I don't think I ever showed you.
You haven't showed me, no.
This is, wow, I need lotion. But,
Oh my god,
it's
viewer.
a pizza tattoo.
It's a tattoo of a small lion bear. A lion bear.
A lion bear cub,
holding
actually.
its little cub.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe I was able to make out that it was a lion bear right off the bat, but as you know, I'm very well educated in these things.
Alright, so let me show you my other leg. I think that's where the pizza is.
Oh yeah.
That...
Now you're showing me a little slice of pizza tattooed on your leg. But let's go back to the lion bear. Why did you get a lion bear tattooed on your leg?
That was in 2019.
What a year, 2019.
Yeah, what a year.
Everything was looking up.
Everything. Before the downfall of humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lion bear. I got nothing.
It's you got nothing, but you have it tattooed on your body.
It must have been one hot, wild night. I don't remember having that tattoo.
So I can describe it to you, viewer. It has the tail of a lion and the head of a bear, and in between it is.
I almost couldn't make that out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks really not that good.
Big paws. But then it transforms into stripes later on. Tigers have stripes, right? Yeah.
Like it's almost floating.
Oh, it's not a tiger. It's a lion. But lions have stripes. No, they don't have stripes. Tigers have stripes.
Okay.
But it's basically half lion from the waist down, and then bear on top. So imagine bear on top, lion on the bottom.
Yes.
And it's holding a little cub.
Like have you ever seen
in its claws, in its clutches? Yeah.
What is that religious figure? I don't know if it's like this lady holding this baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Venus de Milo. No.
I believed you wholeheartedly for a second.
It's not the Venus de Milo viewer. It's a work by Michelangelo. He's an artist from the Bronx. He's coming up in the world.
Current Renaissance artist. He lives in the Bronx, just on the upper side.
He lives in the Bronx. I know a lot about the Bronx. What was I saying? What were we doing? Michelangelo? No, we're talking about Mary Magdalene. That's who you're thinking. Mary Magdalene. Yeah.
Yes, and there's a baby in their hands, and
I think
the baby. I think it's throwing a peace sign. Mm-hmm. It looks just like that, but then imagine lion bear.
And it says, the little baby has a little thought bubble, and it says, my ass hurts. And
Yeah, it was a really wild night. I don't remember really getting the tattoo. This is probably the first time I really looked at it again. And I'm just coming overwhelmed with this grief and this regret.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it? You need to remove it?
Man, I don't think so. I'm going to leave it there. Yeah. I'm going to show my offspring. Anything that's going to be handed down, do you think the tattoo is going to pass by genetically to the offspring? I hope so.
You hope that it's part of it. Yeah. Imagine. Can you imagine that?
Oh my god, my dad was covered in tattoos. I would basically come out the womb like if I came out of prison.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why do they associate? This is the fumbling part of the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Why are tattoos associated with prison?
I think they're associated with like gang culture, but my dad's tattoos were from prison.
Okay.
I think now you're learning a lot about me that you didn't know.
This is part of our segment, Learn About the Co-Host. We're starting this brand new 601.
I guess this is Learn About the Co-Host, Joe edition.
Joe edition, yeah. This is the Joe edition. We'll do my edition later on today, if we have time.
So my father went to jail.
Okay.
Yeah, in the 90s.
In the 90s.
I think he served 7 years and came out in 1996.
It was for illegally trading marshmallows, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's overtaking the nation.
It was really 90s. Bad in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, marshmallows were everywhere. They were on the street, and everyone was just taking marshmallows like crazy. And that's when I decided to leave the family farm, when I knew what marshmallows really do to people.
No, that's so good of you.
How they break down communities and just
like coming out of an Amish youth and just going against everything that you grew up to believe in. It is admiring. It's inspiring.
Admiring, is that the right word for that?
I'm admiring that you're bravery.
Admiration. Yeah,
admiration.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant? Is that what you thought I meant?
That's what you meant.
That's what I meant. Yes.
I am Joe.
It's Lizard King.
I am Spartacus. So Spartacus, what a movie.
Do you think you're ready to go on to our second taste test?
I haven't finished my first taste test. Let me just chug it while you give us an ad read. Give us words.
Viewers, today our sponsor is brought to you by napkins. Go online to napkins.com and try it out for free with our promo code Upmost. Napkins are the heart and soul of a kitchen, a dining table, and a restaurant. Keeps your hands clean, your pants nice and clean, and your face clean. We have our co-host over here just enjoying the lovely sensation of a napkin. It looks euphoric even. I think I kind of want to join this, to be honest. Just to show that we're not messing around with this sponsor. But yeah, napkins. Try them today.
What a great sponsor, napkins. And I do love finding that other use for napkins, which is to just rub it on my face and just feel the euphoria that springs from having a napkin on my face.
It's almost like a dry scrub.
It's like a dry scrub.
Like a very dry.
It's like a new face wash that you can try on your face.
Without the wash.
You just face scrub.
Face scrub into wipe.
Into wipe.
It depends how dirty your face is. That like it just might end up just creating more streaks. Yeah.
Streaks?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
like you know when you like wipe your window when it's foggy and then it creates streaks when it dries.
It's foggy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a xylophone player outside your house. Yeah.
There's a xylophone playing at my wait, how come?
Yeah, because there's a nice little garage band that's
like right outside across the street, and I hear that every night. I don't know how the parents even let them practice that much. I don't really have any faith in this band. Honestly, they really should stop playing.
What are they called
hate
again?
them.
I always forget their name.
I think they're called Rat Bastard.
Rat Bastard.
Rat Bastard. Obviously, it's always with the vulgar names that like.
Strong choice.
It's fucking up the youth.
It's fucking up the youth.
That's fucking up the youth.
That's the old in my co-host talking right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a very old spirit.
A very old soul has
I'm
just
acting
overtaken.
like I'm not youth myself.
No. The youth is separate from us. That's youth. We're in a different stratosphere than the youth.
A whole nother like. Why stratosphere? You mean like atmosphere? Isn't stratosphere part of the atmosphere? No. Okay. No. My co-host is now laughing at me. Because they got their Florida education?
Yeah, wet. It was so wet down in Florida.
Boy. I'm sorry.
It's always wet. The marshes are wet. The humidity's wet. My face is wet. That's why I need napkins. That's to rub on my face because they get wet. It's soaking wet napkins.
I think you're ready for our second drink of the day.
I think I am.
This is where things are gonna get interesting.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this napkin over my face. So
this time we're gonna use napkins.
So I can block block my eyes, my sight from this.
Right, here we go. I'm going to
This
grab the drink.
incredible.
If I remember what it looks like. All right, here we are.
This drink. Oh, can I open my eyes now?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Now you can.
Okay.
So this is Pothole City Rocky Road Stout.
Oh God.
Also from Chicago, Illinois. Also from Pipeworks Brewing Co.
Wow. Do you have a sponsorship with Pipeworks?
No, I just saw their beers and they just happened to be from the same place.
I love the graphic design on this can.
I believe it's tires about to run out over a bunch of potholes.
Yes, it is.
It looks like quite the expensive damage.
Hence the name Pothole City.
Yes. I think that's just Chicago in general.
And it has 4 stars on the front of it. That means it's a great drink. If you know anything about alcohol and the hidden messages in advertising, the 4 stars means good to drink.
What I'm really excited about this one is that it's literally called the Rocky Road.
Yeah.
Stout.
So are you expecting it to be chunky?
I hope not. Oh my god. I really hope it's not chunky.
Just big glops into our glasses.
Like old school chocolate milk. Freshly refusing to step out of the carton.
I hope this is not what's happening here.
But before we open this, can I ask, how did you open your milk cartons or juice cartons in school?
I didn't open them.
Oh,
I'm lactose intolerant.
Wait, are you actually?
Yeah, I discovered that. Well, actually, when I was younger, I didn't know I was lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a tummy ache, and when I got older, those tummy ache got very violent.
Oh boy!
And I decided maybe it's something in my diet. This thing called diet.
Yeah.
And I decided to just eliminate foods here and there, and I found that eliminating milk, specifically,
it fixed you.
It made my tummy ache go away, and I felt like a real boy again.
Did you still eat mac and cheese?
I've never liked mac and cheese.
Oh my god. Well, I can understand here and there.
Yeah.
There's some good mac and cheese out there.
I
just really like cheese.
I'm
also lactose intolerant.
But you love that cheese. You love just gulping down.
It's some type of self-deprecation where I'm just eating mac and cheese but refusing to listen to my body.
It's when lactose intolerant people say that they like to eat ice cream because it's just a little cheat and it doesn't.
It's a little cheat.
Just a little cheat.
I'm gonna have very bad gas later, but
very bad gas, very bad time.
Why should I stop joy?
Yeah, and so that's our next sponsor, our little cheat, and
our little cheat.
You should, sometimes you just have that urge to do something you're not supposed to do, but it's not that bad.
Right.
You're not gonna get incarcerated for it. It's just that little cheat.
It's a little cheat. It's not illegal to cheat on your health.
Cheat on your diet. Cheat on your health. I mean, it will catch up to you later on in life when you feel old and you die
and wither away.
So yeah.
I feel like this. Now it's time for us to have our second drink.
Wait, I'm not done with my ad read. There's so much copy on my little cheat. I mean, there's so many ways that you cheat in life. You can cheat on your spouse, which we don't condone. But
we do not condone.
Which is even weird that they have this on copy. But it says cheat on your spouse today.
Well, we just have to be inclusive to all our viewers.
To all our viewers. Viewers that like to cheat on their spouses.
Yeah.
With other people that they shouldn't be doing that with because that's not courteous.
So to those out there, you're recognized.
You are recognized, and My Little Cheat recognizes you, and they provide the services for you to cheat successfully on a consistent basis.
Yep.
Yeah. And what a sponsor.
What a sponsor.
My Little Cheat.
I honestly, when I saw that email, I was just dumbfounded. I was worried that I was caught.
What are some of the little cheats you've performed in your life?
Is this genuine or
just what are your little cheats?
My little cheats. Like on a test.
Oh, you cheat on but that's bad. You shouldn't cheat on standardized testing.
Unfortunately, that was 13 years ago. But
oh my god, I think we're gonna call the authorities today on my co-host for cheating.
No, please. No, I don't really have anything to cheat on besides partners and diets, but I'm really sticking hard to my diet so far.
How's your... I wanted to catch up with you because last week you said you were going into being vegan. You are now vegan. Not vegetarian, vegan.
Oh yeah, but no, vegetarian, not vegan. I I don't want to be that crazy.
So vegetarian, which
No offense. No offense to any vegans out there. Just a joke. I have vegan friends.
just a little joke. Just with the little jokes we tell here. But how is vegetarianism treating you?
It is going well.
Yeah.
I am actually. I'm hungry often in the day, but
that's just part of the joy.
I do feel cruelty free almost.
Okay.
I mean, I have cheese here and there. Oh no, I understand. When I eat the cheese, in the back of my mind I'm thinking of the machine milking the cow.
Yeah.
That is just like stuck in a 2x1 cubicle, forced to answer emails and phone calls. But you know,
Poor cow.
mac and cheese is just good. I don't know why you don't like it. But you know,
The contempt.
it's really about it. That's as much as I go. Just dairy-based products. But yeah, everything else has been all right. Just hungry more than I'd like to be.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read one of here. They have testimonials actually from people who testimonials, and they say this is from Ryan Adams. He says, "I love my little cheat. Usually, I'm a straight-laced, white-collar criminal who is performing Wall Street crimes on my daily basis, but I don't consider that cheating. Neither should you. But with my little cheat, I was able to cheat on my diet 3 times a week, and I can now eat ice cream, even though I'm lactose intolerant. And I love to eat ice cream.
Wow.
And I love to eat other milk-based products. And yeah, you should totally invest in FTX.
I feel like we don't have to read the rest.
I don't know what this. Yeah, invest in FTX. We'll never go down for our crimes. I'm going to get scot-free with the fact that I've stolen billions of dollars from my investors.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we can go on to our next.
Yeah, so let's go to our next segment. The second drink of the day, Pothole City Rocky Road Stout.
Yeah.
That just kind of. Sorry.
I'm just gonna lick that off the table, viewer.
Okay. This already has a very different color.
Yeah, this is. It's almost like it's a different kind of beer. It's a stout
No
beer
way.
instead of an ale. I think that can account for the difference in the color, viewer. But
this is also 10%. So this is stronger than the average beer.
It looks like a malt of some sort.
It looks like some type of very foamy coffee. I really don't know what a malt is.
It's exactly that. It's a very foamy coffee. That's what malt is.
I'm just trying to eyeball the measurement. I think you're lower than me.
Yeah, I think just dip all that in there.
It's gonna
just the rest of the can. Just do it
with a little oh my god!
Just put more in mine.
That kind of scared me a little.
Yeah, there's nothing left of the can. Okay.
No, there's still some. Sorry, Terry. All right, there we go.
You're welcome, Terry.
So. I think we should just dive right in.
And this was called Pothole City.
Pothole City Rocky Road Stout from Chicago, Illinois.
Got it. So let me just write that down. My pen died. It crapped out on me. But we're just gonna take a little sniff.
Yeah.
Oh my god! It actually does smell like coffee.
It does. It does actually.
Why does it smell like that?
I don't know, but yeah.
Oh my god, viewer! I'm actually astounded by the fact that this smells like anything but an ale.
An ale, a beer, or even a regular stout.
A stout, yeah. I'm just gonna take a little experimental sip.
A little experimental.
Oh my god, viewer! This tastes like pure coffee. This actually tastes like coffee.
What the heck?
It tastes like an espresso mixed with beer.
I never had Rocky Road, so...
Viewer, I'm going to say that this ranks very low on my list.
Compared to Lizard King, I can agree.
Compared to Lizard Jizz, this ranks very low.
I feel like it's quite the acquired taste. A message to Pipeworks Brewing Co.
Oh god.
You had it, but you lost it.
What a downturn this is, because this tastes like undistilled.
This looks like water from, like, I think what is it, Missouri?
Missouri?
Is it Missouri?
What are you talking about? The Flint, Michigan?
Michigan. I knew it was one of the M states. I knew it was one of them.
Viewer, this looks like that terribly toxic water from Flint, Michigan that killed a bunch of people. But we
will not fix as a country because we just want to keep sending our money to foreign nations.
Wow.
Let's dial that back a bit. Sorry.
Terry, you can cut that out.
Terry, just cut that out. I don't want to...
notice that I stayed quiet sipping my Flint, Michigan water. Oh, 10%. Oh. Now, viewers, I want to bring up the fact that my co-host is having a severe allergic reaction to that.
That is something. Like I'm getting like a really good gulp, like trying to just force myself.
Don't gulp it. Don't do that to yourself.
I don't want to dump it, man.
I never said dump it. I'm taking small sips.
I just don't want to.
Small strategic sips.
I just don't want to waste it, but
you don't have to waste it.
It is just black at night. Like the light doesn't even shine through. Yeah.
That's how you know it's good.
Wow.
When it's opaque as hell.
That is crazy. There's nothing.
It's actually creating a shadow. That has to be good for you. No regrets. This is brought to you by No Regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow you will have no regrets drinking this opaque sewer water that is bottled in Chicago.
I like it though. You know, it gives me the same feeling like as I'm drinking it. I get the same feeling as when I'm driving and I do hit a pothole. I have that like sign of like fear, disgust, and hatred all at once.
Fear. This brings you fear?
No, potholes bring me fear because of the damage to the car.
Yeah, but you said this brought you fear like what we're drinking. So.
Yeah, the drink has brought me the same feeling as hitting a pothole.
Got it. Yeah.
Just that quick like...
A quick jolt.
The quick jolt.
Of your organs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a good displacement.
Yeah. It's this opaque water that does something to me. That we're barely getting through, viewer.
I'm actually powering it through. After like the 15th sip, I think I can muster to just down it. I don't want to be that person though, because I feel like I'll just come out on the other end as a different person.
We're definitely drinking it. I'm just saying it might take a while to get through this liquid.
This is probably like the longest one.
I think this is the longest one we've ever done. This is the longest taste test we've ever done. Longest podcast we've ever done.
It's because there's just like it's a lot to taste.
It's it's a lot to taste. That's a slogan.
We still have 2 more cans.
Oh God. Maybe we can make this into a 2-parter or something for our viewers at home.
But then you're gonna see the cans. Or if I take them back home with
See the cans? No, I mean like we'll keep recording, but we'll just divide this audio recording into 2 parts, so we can get as much content as we want out of this.
Just milk it. 1 session turns into 2 episodes.
It's just a viewer. If you saw this liquid that we're drinking, you too would revolt. Your insides would turn black.
It's like how it's called Pothole City. It really is just the water that comes out of the pothole after a rainy day.
Ugh.
It is just about that same color and about that same taste. I'm not saying that I don't know what the taste
Would
of
you be into
pothole
having
water.
With the spicy chips with this? Just to
Yeah, spicy chips.
I have spicy. I bought viewer. I went to my local town supermarket, C-Town. I like to call it town because it makes me sound European.
How?
How does it make me sound European?
Yeah.
Because they don't use English words correctly.
Oh, okay. This is town.
It's the town. What was that accent?
Town.
Town. I'm going to the local town.
I'm going to the local town.
This isn't a European accent.
If anyone's seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
if anyone's seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
the television version, you'd recognize that voice.
Yeah, that was Shifty from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, the very depressed robot.
Yeah, and he was always shifting around. That's why I call him Shifty. And he was always stealing everyone's weed on the set of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's a behind-the-scenes story that we don't have to...
What's crazy, he did this all within, like within the robot suit himself.
It's such an incredible...
You would have thought that you could just see him coming from a mile away with all the lights and everything, but just managed to sneak in that mechanical arm right in, and then snuck that mechanical arm right back out.
Wow. Shifty. From The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He's in all the deleted scenes, by the way. They had to take him out for legal reasons.
Yeah, and the director's version of the book as well. Not
the director's version of the book.
Yeah.
Was the writer the director of the show?
Kinda.
Okay.
I think he touched on all the products.
Kind of like The Last of Us. How the creator,
Really?
the creator is involved with the show. He directed the episode 2, the recent
my.
episode of The Last of Us.
Oh, it must be really good. I haven't watched it yet. I've
It's,
only seen the game through playthroughs.
I have as well, to be honest with you. I've never played the game because I don't own a PS console.
May I ask, who did you watch?
I don't remember their name. It was now defunct. I think he stripped all his videos because he did them drunk.
Oh.
They don't exist anymore on the web. But
Oh no.
I watched his version of it, and they're actually a lot of fun to watch. So I've seen the opening. If you've seen the opening cutscene where his daughter, spoiler, dies in his arms, yeah, gobsmacked my co-host is. But I'm talking like Yoda now. That's what the drink does to you.
Is that what they're called? These are called gobs?
No, they're not called gobs. Those are your cheeks.
Why'd you say gobsmack?
Because that's the term, old-timey term used for shock.
Look, as you can see, who's more book smart here, you or me?
It's obviously you because you've read all of Hitchhiker's
Oh,
Guide to the
no,
Galaxy.
exactly. I'm only on the third book for my first time ever.
The Last of Us, so the show starts with that recreation of that cutscene, and it is quite shocking and quite...
Ooh, that must be actually good.
It is.
Because now I'm remembering how that
crazy
cutscene plays
good.
out. Oh.
It is so, like... it's so specific, like, shot-wise to the game and everything, that it had me actually kind of getting emotional when that thing happened that I knew was going to happen, which is his daughter is going to die.
Imagine I said spoiler alert.
Yeah, imagine
To Last of Us?
To The Last of Us, yeah. So episode 2 is directed by the creator of the game. He also co-writes the show.
And it's the Mandalorian playing Joel, right?
Yes, Pedro Pascal.
Love him.
We love Pedro.
I-
He wears the Mandalorian outfit in the show, actually.
No
It's
way.
very jarring.
I'm like, it
But-
must be.
But the creator of the show is just such a big fan. He just can't help it.
It's like, I think Disney signed a contract with him to wear it like at all times
Yeah.
as a promotional.
That's rough. But yeah, and so clickers are introduced. The clickers.
I remember clickers, just tossing the brick across the room. Not like I ever did, but my YouTuber that I watched did. And then they were like screaming and spoke Swedish.
Because they're so... they're really fast, honestly. They're not like those slow zombies.
Were the effects good?
The effects are good. It looks... I think it's practical. They put like a mushroom thing on the guy's face or whatever. On the actor's face.
Something like this?
Yeah.
Something like this, right?
Well...
I'm joking.
Something like your earring.
I think I saw like one like screenshot, but it wasn't enough to tell me like how it was.
It was pretty tense. Like it basically felt like a side quest in the game where they go to a museum and they have to escape the clickers. But yeah, I think it's a pretty good show. It's got renewed for a second season, I believe.
No way. That's already.
Already, because the viewership is so high, and fans are really hyping up next episode. So I can't wait for this Sunday for episode 3 of The Last of Us.
I wonder how that's gonna go. Since like we already know how it's gonna play out.
They've changed a couple things. Like in the second episode, I think Pedro, the person Pedro meets in the quarantine zone, she goes along with them. She's already died, and she dies differently than she dies in the game. She died here blowing herself up, so that Pedro and Bella Ramsey could escape. Yeah, so I'm excited.
All right. Well, I'm actually excited to maybe start watching this. This is a pretty good advertisement for me to get into this.
Yeah, I'm an advertiser for HBO Max. I also watch White Lotus. White Lotus is very good.
I hear a lot of good things about White Lotus.
Yeah, it's about people going to Italy and just having fun. There's a whole episode where they make ravioli live.
Wow.
On camera.
I feel like I'm so stuck with my television watching. Like, I just kind of repeat the same shows I've been watching over and over again.
What kind of shows you're watching right now?
Sunny. Workaholics. Broad City. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of sitcom. I was about to say comedy twice. Just hold that in. Just hold that laughter in. But yeah, it's a lot of sitcoms. I recently started instead of The Last of Us. I started watching that '90s show, and I actually kind of like it. Hey, look, man. I understand your eye rolls. I understand that rebooting old stuff is not cool. It's
never been cool.
It's never been. I understand.
I don't know what Hollywood executive demanded it.
It's just that.
But
he's
a blight on humanity.
I really like the main character.
Oh, God.
Like, I wanted to see, all right, how bad is it? And then now I'm on episode, I think, 7.
I can't wait until they reboot this show. And they
This show?
Yeah, they're gonna reboot this podcast.
Yeah, they're actually gonna replace us in the next season.
Yeah, if they don't meet our contract, they already told us, the executives are gonna replace us with 2 middle-aged white men from Kentucky.
Oh, and no! Like, I know
it's a real bummer.
None of our viewers really want that. None of our viewers really want to reboot of Upmost Quality.
Yeah, I know, especially because we have so many of you out there who listen to this podcast, and we really want to stick by you. Be the best version of this podcast that we can be.
The best version. It's only going to go up from here. We're pushing to 700 guys, and we can renew our contract, and it's going to be good.
Well, we'll only get to 700 once the money's in my bank account in China.
It's Bank.
It's Bank franchise. It's going well, by the way. I saw the numbers the other day.
Really?
Going pretty. We should open a 3rd installment. We should talk about that off the air.
We could probably get that in Singapore, but off the air.
I think we already have a spot in Singapore.
Oh well, something I didn't know about. Is there something you have to tell me now that you're opening these franchises without my knowledge? Because I thought it was like gonna be an us thing. If you're gonna open another bank,
I meant to
how about you call it That's Bank, and we can keep It's Bank.
That's right. Because it's Bank.
Yeah, it's right. Because it's Bank. All right.
So, thank you, viewer, and we're going to continue our taste test.
This pothole city is getting to me.
We're going to continue the part 2. There's going to be a part 2 to this because we just literally, I think we die if we just chug this brown liquid into our body. But
right. Tune into part 2.
And also we cut back on the ad reads this week, viewer. We just wanted to comment on that because we received a lot of messages from our other advertisers saying, please stop advertising on your podcast. We don't condone this. And to those advertisers, we say we're going to keep advertising you. And look out, viewer, for that entirely advertisement-based episode of Upmost Quality.
They're going to be out there. They're going to come out as mini casts that are longer than the original podcast. But they'll be released alongside when there's no time to record. So we got that coming out.
So thank you for listening. And as always, I hope you had your notepad out, and I hope you were jotting down all those codes that we sprinkled into the episode.
Mm-hmm. Also, the rest of the taste test will finish
next week.
Next week. We, for the moment, in our current rankings of the top 2 beers, it's Lizard City at number 1 for me, and Pothole City. I'm sorry, Lizard King for number 1. Pothole City is number 2.
And that's weird because I have it labeled as Godzilla's Jizz as number 1 and Pothole Atrocity at number 2.
Oh, wow. Just fully disrespecting people, potential sponsors.
Yeah, well, that's
could possibly.
I think we already have enough sponsorship.
Free beer, maybe at one point.
We had enough sponsorship.
You never know.
I'm not a big fan of beer.
Okay.
Stay tuned for next week. And as the Looney Tunes pig says, that's all, folks.
No, that's not what he says.
It's Bank.
That's all, folks.
It's Bank.